Welcome to Snap Vegan, where eating on the cheap doesn't have to kill you. But dang, mold can, right? Let me lower this a little bit. Just a little bit. There. Alrighty, well, maybe not so much. You don't want to see the girls like that. Hey, Vicky. Vicky's here, everybody. Hi, Vicky. Oh, man. Hey, Tiffany. Okay, so in previous videos, I've talked to you guys about I have mold in my closet. Hey, Gwen. I know I had some kind of mold growing in my closet. So I pull everything out of my closet. I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. I've done this like several times. So, and then I'm cleaning the carpet and then the belt breaks. So I had to wait to order another belt, whatever. But, so I took some advice and I just went to the landlord. I went to the landlord yesterday, who me and him do not have an amicable relationship. And it's not because I'm late with my bills. It's because he's just a jerk most of the time to everybody. Hey, Nancy. And so anyway, so I go in and I asked to talk to him. And well, we'll see if he's available. Nobody's in the office with him, right? So I go in there and I said, as if he didn't know who I was, I said, my name is Cathy Cross, and gave him my address. And he goes, yeah, apartment 1A. I'm like, yeah, great memory. So I explained to him what's been going on. Now, this has been going on for every winter, at least, Gets the snow, the ice melts, my closet gets wet, and I clean everything. I mean, I've been doing this a while, but now I'm one-armed, and I can't do it all now. So I explained everything to him. I explained to him what I've already done. I explained to him about the damp rid. I have gone through 2 bottles of this, and I've only got a little bit left in the bottom of the gallon thing, which I need another one. That gets the mold spores out. My little bit of money only goes so far. And it's already, So I just told him, I said, now I need your help. I've done everything I can possibly do. And it's back and it's stronger, and I have to sleep in that room. I have COPD. Even though I sleep with a CPAP, Austin breathes the air too. And I'm wondering, did he get nauseated from mold spores? I don't know. But anyway, talk to the landlord. So I was very nice in how I said everything. I tried to explain things methodically as what I've been doing and everything else. And I said, and now I just need your help. I need your help because when I moved in this place, they were digging out the front of the apartment where my bedroom is because there was a problem with the crack in the foundation there. But they only come around about halfway to my bedroom window. They didn't go all the way around. So he said it would probably be Friday or beginning of next week when they start digging out the front of my apartment again. And this time he's going to turn the corner. So there's going to be a giant moat around my apartment again. Now, if it starts, excuse my expression, pissing down rain, all that is going to collect, but they got to do it, They got to dig down to the foundation. And my apartment's already underground. I mean, up to my bedroom window is underground. And then it kind of slopes off down here and then comes out the patio. I'm kind of tucked in a little hill here kind of thing. But so anyway, he said it's pretty hot right now for the guys to start digging. But yeah, They'll start it either the end of this week or the beginning of next week. And he says, and if I find a crack, I'll chase the crack in the foundation. I said, well, just make sure to go turn the corner because it's the bathroom too. And you're going to have to come all the way around the house to get to the bathroom. And so he went in the bathroom and he saw where there were some cracks in there and stuff like that. And I said, I'm always recalking these things. He goes, well, that's our job. I'm like, no, well, and that's where the ants come in and all the critters. So anyhow, yeah, Tiffany asks, can you stay in your apartment while they do the digging? Yes. But on that little video I uploaded just before I went live, you see all that stuff on my bed? That's got to stay out of the closet. Or, I'm just going to have to live in a cluttered situation and bring it here into the living room and keep everything out of that closet because I've already gone through a big giant bottle of Gain. I mean, the giant bottle with the pour spout thing on it. I'm done with that. I'm out of that. I'm out of my fabric softener. I'm out of my dryer sheets. It's like, how many times do I have to wash every stinking thing I own? And then I've bleached Tiffany did buy me a new filter. We'll see if it fits. I'm not really sure because my air purifiers have been discontinued. So, I don't know. But we'll see if that filter fits. If not, I've got two. I've got one above me here. I don't know if I can show you. Let me, oh God, my arm. I can't show you. Oh, no, I can't show you. Do I have a little mirror? I don't have my little mirror with me. But anyway, there's one right above me here on my desk. And I run that for the living room to keep all the dust and crap out of the air because my vent system, my duct system, is nasty and they won't clean it. And so, I am going to ask him too, now that you know this is mold, will you please, now it's in my vent system, it's in my duct system, it's blowing all over my house. It's really concentrated in my bedroom though. If you didn't have COPD, well, I don't know, but if it wasn't for my CPAP, I'd get a headache because just this morning when I went back in my closet to pull everything back out and put it back out on the bed, I got a headache just walking in there. It's pretty smelly, and regardless of what I've tried to do. So I don't know what else I can do. Have any of you had this going on in your closet? Can you give me any suggestions? I've grease lightninged it, I've bleached it, I don't know what else to do. They're going to have to fix that crack in the foundation, and that will help. But then they're going to have to also replace that carpet. Me and him talked about that, and he's like, "Oh, everybody wants to replace carpet." I'm like, "Yeah, but mine's got mold in it." Without anybody here. I mean, for them to change the carpet out in my house means everything in my house has to be outside the house, which would take about 5 people to guard it on the sidewalk while they do their replacement. But if they can just replace the carpet in the closet part, just, put the seam there and replace that part, I guess I'd be happy. Can you be moved to a better apartment without no mold issues? I know it's bad for me. I don't have anybody to help me move. When I moved here in this place, I lived across the street in a really small apartment, super small, like tiny. This is called an extended living room, and I'll show you. This is called an extended living room. My other living room stopped at the beginning of that patio door and was only as short as that part, from the corner to that part. That's all the big my living room was in the older place. So now I've got an extended living room that takes me this far. So They're not going to move me at their expense. Are you kidding me? I don't know. I told him, I said, I want to solve this amicably, but I can't, it's hard to breathe, and now it's in my vent system, and I mean, it's not strong out here. It's not. In my bedroom, it knocked you freaking down. You can't see visible mold on the walls or in the, what do you call them? Baseboards. But I'm guessing you pull that carpet up, it ain't nothing but black under there. That's my guess, because it's that strong. And they're not going to move me at their expense. They're not. They're not even going to come in with hazmat like they should and like do a mold remediation. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. So, this is it, Oh, what I was going to tell you is when I moved in here, I moved in here like a month before my granddaughter was murdered. So that was November of 2012. I moved in here. And before that, I paid 2 whole months of rent here and at my other place, because me and Patty were the only 2 people that moved our stuff in here until the very end. And then one of my neighbor guys helped with the heavy dressers. Everything else was moved in one box at a time, put away, go back, use the same box, load it up, bring it back, unpack it. That's how and it took 2 months to do that. Hey, Betty. It took 2 months to move that way with just me and Patty. Well, that was before her cancer and before, my arm, situation. And I don't know that I could do that again. I just don't know that I could do that again. I can't afford to pay 2 months rent somewhere else. That's what it's gonna take. And I moved in this apartment because the fountain's right outside. It brings me peace. I'm on the end unit. I don't know. God, I don't want to move again. I really don't want to move again. So I don't know. Tiffany says she'll come over here and help me move. Girl, you're so tiny, please. You're a little itty bitty thing. I mean, I'm big, but that don't mean I'm strong. You know what I'm saying? But always something around here. So, it kind of got me started wondering, because Austin sleeps on the end of my bed. But then, in the middle of the night, he gets started on the pillow next to me. And then he does this trust fall thing back on my shoulder. And he does, like this. And then I rub his head and pet him and tell him how much I love him. And then he goes and he sleeps at the foot of the bed after he gets, hey, Kim, roses and cards. Her name is Kim. So, after he does his little trust fall business and I tell him how much I love him and everything, he goes back down to the foot of the bed. And then in the bathroom, I have a baby gate put up there, which Kim hates. But I got a baby gate put up there, and he's got a pillow, he's got a potty pad, he's got his water bowl. I call it his, Motel 6. It's an upgrade though, so maybe it's the Lakeside Inn. But so he'll jump off the bed and then go into his room, or his hotel suite, what I call it, and he'll sleep there the rest of the night. So I'm wondering, and then when I go, all I got to do is put on my shoes and say, I got to go to the store. And he'll do one of 2 things. He'll wait he'll go put himself in the kennel, or I'll tell him, I got to go to the store. You need to go to your room. And here I am talking about the room, and he just walked into his room. Austin, you don't have to go in your room. Come here, Poo-Poosh. I'm not going anywhere. He's in his room. See, he's, I have a very smart dog. But so that's the situation around here. It's always something. It always seems to be Hey, Catherine from New Jersey. Could you move someplace better for the same monthly rent? No, actually, when I very first moved in this apartment across the street was in 2004. And the little apartment that I moved into, like I showed you, the little tiny little living room I had, if you take that little piece of living room and move it forward right here next to the kitchen, that's the little space I had. My rent here was like $318. I'm like, you kidding me, right? And that was back when I was making money. You hear me? And I'm like, oh, $318. Sign me up. And so, and I've been here all that time, and the rent goes up a little bit. We made a big jump. It made like a $75 a month jump, probably somewhere around 2010, because they had this big, huge water main break, and they were getting like $188,000 water bills. I couldn't figure out what the hell is going on. First, they tried to say, oh my gosh, this isn't right. And the water company said, oh yeah, it is. So they figured it out. It was a water main break, but it was on their property, not the city's property. So they had to eat that water bill. Those water bills. It went on for a few months. Like we're talking $188,000 water bill. There's a little more than 800 units here. So you got to figure, oh man. So anyway, the rent jumped. Now, when I moved over here, my rent was, when I first moved in, my rent was $465 for the extended living room. I'm like, okay. I had a great pantry at the other place. I don't have that pantry here. Lost all my good pantry space. But anyway, I'm right here. The lake's right here. A fountain's right here. And I was thinking, that's good rent. Okay, then my rent, it's been going up. And so now, with internet, I pay $593. And there is not a better place in town. There's not another place in town that I could have what I have with the feel that I have and the view that I have on the end unit, so I don't have two neighbors to contend with. I mean, peace of mind. So now I'm paying $593. That's with internet. And there's not a cheaper place. There is not a cheaper place in town. Now, me and Patty both qualify for those housing choice voucher programs, but our landlord won't take them. And the places that do take them, are in a part of town that is less desirable, and crime. Well, that's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily crime-ridden. It's just, they don't allow pets. HUD housing does not allow pets. Now, I ain't going no damn where without my Austin. That ain't happening. Okay, now let me check on your comments. Tiffany's bringing her boyfriend. If I could move closer to Patty, my God, I'm only like 6 buildings away. Seriously. She's like, I'm on Lakeside Drive. She's on Lakeside Court. And my brother's on Lakeside Court. And so there's like 1, 2, there's 3 buildings. And then there's, then a drive out to the main way. And the next left-hand turn, which is just across a little grassy area, is her building. I couldn't get any closer to her unless I lived next door. She there every day anyway. So, so let me see. Kim's doctor appointment went good. Good. Broward says, you helped me. Thinking of selling my house and moving to a senior apartment. We'll think twice. low-income senior apartments in South Florida. Lowest is $830, no internet. Well, I'll tell you what. When I moved into the other place, I moved in. That was I moved in from a 4-bedroom, 3-story home. We found out it was a housing scam and all about that balloon. Anyway, part of the beginning of the economy falling, our group of homes here in Fort Wayne that started happening like in 2002. And then by the time it got around, anyway, that's how I lost my house, was from that scam thing that was going on. So I moved from a 4-bedroom, 3-story home with a basement. And so I had to put a whole bunch of stuff in storage and move into that little tiny apartment. But I'm going to tell you, I don't have to mow the yard. If something breaks, they fix it. Air conditioning goes out. I got a brand new air conditioning unit last summer, which is bigger than everybody else's, which makes my electric bill bigger than everybody else's. Now thing with this mold, I don't have to deal with it. They're going to deal with it. So I don't know. If you have low-income senior apartments and it's $830, see if they take the housing choice vouchers and then apply in your area. If they do, that'll help, because here they will pay up to $586 a month, but my landlord won't take them. So HUD housing, no HUD housing. Well, now if he's a therapy canine. And he is certified through the vet, had the training certificate, all of that kind of stuff. But he's not a service animal. If I was blind or amputee or something like that, HUD housing would allow that. But as far as therapy canines go, no. And Kim pays $509 for her 1-bedroom. Now, her 1-bedroom is pretty nice, actually. She's got a really nice laundry room and everything else. 1-bedroom in a decent part of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania is $750 to $800 a month. And see, I pay, like I said, $593 with my internet, and I've got one notch down from the highest internet you can buy. I don't have now my brother and Patty live in a newer section of this complex, so they have that fiber optic, FiOS. They have that available to them in that section. I don't have that available to me, but that's okay. Whatever. And the only reason I even got internet that fast is because I play Xbox and I needed it so I wouldn't keep getting killed all the time in my games. It's like I could never win a game because my internet was so slow. People were shooting 5 minutes before I even knew I needed to duck. If you play Xbox, you know what I mean. Okay. Your Social Security is too high for voucher, but okay for senior housing. Okay, so senior housing, they only take 30% or 33% of your monthly disability for rent. Right now, let's do the math. Right now, wait a minute, dismiss. Right now, I'm paying, wait a minute. Okay, my rent is, my rent is $593. I'm going to divide that into 922, which is what I get. I'm paying 64. Can you see it? That's not good. 64% of my income goes to my rent. 64,367. So 64% of my rent goes to, or my income goes to my rent. I wonder why I broke all the freaking time. Yeah, Rose's car is the same way. Something breaks down. Maintenance. Hey, I put too many collard greens down my garbage disposal. Can you come? It's all clogged up. They're here. They fix it. And my stove, y'all, remember? My stove was like bonkers, going crazy, burning everything I was cooking, my oven. What they do? Gave me a new one, So I don't want to move. I just want an amicable resolution to this issue. Okay, let's see. Smaller towns in Central Florida like Sebring can get senior apartment under $600, but not in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah. Check Hollywood. Hollywood might. Or Opelika. Check Opelika. It's tiny. They might. And that's not a big move from Fort Lauderdale to Opelika or Hollywood. That's just right straight down one. Okay, so I need to move because my rent is making it impossible for me to make ends meet. I hear you, Kathleen. I've been in my apartments for 25 years. I know. It is so stressful. It is so stressful to move. And part of my, like I said, when I moved here, I was working. I had money. In the other place. And then I was like, man, 375, 350. Hell, man, I could make bank. And I did. And I was donating to this thing and donating to that charity. And I was throwing my money all over everywhere, helping other, doing, and going to movies and going out to dinner. And I was doing okay until I wasn't. Oh, Opelika's high crime and murder. Really? By the Coast Guard station? Man, when I was there wasn't nothing in Opelika. Maybe 3 sets of apartments. That's about it. Betty says, that's why we live in an RV paid for. I know. I'm claustrophobic. I couldn't do that. And although generally speaking, I'm not a hoarder. Right now I've got a bunch of things in my house from my storage. I still have a half of a barn full of furniture in Paulding, Ohio that a friend of mine has been keeping now for 18 years. I didn't have nowhere to put it. But if I croak, my son's going to want it. It's his stuff, a lot of his stuff that he ain't never come and picked up. Or maybe I could just have a bonfire and burn it all. I don't know. I told my friend, I'm like, I gave my son till this certain time to come and get it if he wanted it. But he ain't come. So it might be bonfire time because, I've got a lot of really good books, encyclopedias, reference books and stuff that I don't want to get rid of. I want to keep. But what the hell am I going to need them for now? I was always thinking, well, maybe I'll keep them for my grandkids. Well, you know what happened with that, right? So, I don't know. Everything you try to plan, a lot of people, okay, here's an example. They say, how's that saying go? Always throw on a victim card or something like that, yeah. Well, you don't have to throw a victim card when shit that happens to you is actually not your fault, and it hasn't been for every freaking thing that's happened to you. First husband, domestic abuse, not my fault. Second husband, domestic abuse, not my fault. Third husband, third. Domestic abuse. And as soon as it happened, I'm out of there. I don't spend no time talking about forgiveness and all that crap. I'm gone. You do that to me once, because if you do it to me second time, I will kill you. And I don't want to be the one in jail. You're the one that's going to jail. So I'm done. I'm done with marriage. I'm done with partnerships. I'm done with fuck buddies. I'm done with all that stuff. Sorry, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? I'm done. Somebody wants to take me out to dinner or a movie, great. Come on, I'll meet you there. But I have zero trust left. Everything that has happened to me, has really, honest to God, on my last breath in mother's grave, has not been my fault. It has not been my fault. Me eating bad and all this other kind of stuff and having these health issues, maybe that's my fault, but my orthopedic issues, my neck, my spine, my arm, my whatever, being thrown against a wall, jerked by your hair, across the bed, thrown into a closet, a knife to your throat. No, that wasn't my fault. None of that was my fault. So, before when we run into people that, I'm a great example. That's why I'm putting this stuff on YouTube, for crying out loud, because there are instances where bad things happen to good people and it really isn't their fault. And all we can do is fight and scratch our way out of it and keep moving on. But yeah, Kathleen, getting back to your situation, it is stressful to move. It's very stressful to move. And now, like me, that's all I can do with my arm. Timing sucks. I mean, it really sucks. Timing sucks. Okay. Nancy says, Kathleen, when you see how much fun seniors have in Florida, you wouldn't hesitate one bit. The villages near Silver Springs is a blast. And then Gwen likes the RVID. How many square foot is my apartment? 718 square feet, I think. It's either 718 or 720, something like that. And I moved from a 695 or something like that. Kathleen, I may move upstate New York with my sister in a few years, but for now I have to figure something out because we're living on a food budget of $25 a week. I am so sorry. Salvation Army does have weekly or monthly produce boxes. Check into that in your area. Maybe you can. My next PT appointment is Thursday. So, anyway, that's it for the mold situation. And that's it, I don't know. It's kind of good to talk to you guys during the daytime. More natural light in here, too. I'm beautiful with natural light. I love you, Kim Carey. I'm glad you're doing good. Better, anyway. So, how many is yours, Broward? How many square feet is yours? Oh, y'all, come on, get some glasses, please. I got 2 pair. Hey, Broward, how many square feet is your place? 6. Oh, Rose's is 625. That's it. Wow, Broward's got 1,800. Oh, God, that's a dream of mine. My 4-bedroom home was 1,800 square feet. Is my shoulder feeling any better? No. Okay, love you too, Nancy. Talk to you later. No, my shoulder's not feeling any better. Hi, Maria. Well, you got to laugh at some of this stuff, I swear. You know what I mean? You just got to laugh. Because, what the heck are you going to do about it? What can we do? Except laugh. 2 cats. Live them. 2 cats. Live them. I don't know what that means, Broward. Oh, yeah, laughter is good. I tell you. It's been a thing. So I guess, I'll definitely let you know, and I'll film from the outside when the digging begins. It's the Great American Dig Out. It's the crack detectives trying to find the find the crack in the foundation. He said if he finds the crack, he's going to chase the crack. So it's going to be the great crack chase. God. I'm strongly considering just sleeping on the couch. It's so uncomfortable. My furniture, I love it. It's new and everything. It's new. I mean, it's 3 years old, 4 years old. But my recliner's so uncomfortable. My couch would be more comfortable if I could turn it upside down and push that stuffing in the back up to see how it's doing like this in the back there. That's from Austin jumping up on it and smushing the thing down. I need to flip that couch on its end because the zipper part is right under here. So you unzip it and push that stuffing back up, and then it'd be more comfortable because I don't know. Whatever. It's just hard to sleep in my room right now. Laugh or cry, to quote a great lady. I'd rather laugh. Crying gives me a headache. I hear you. Let's see. Tiffany shares a 900 square foot 2-bedroom with her mom. It feels a bit cramped. Almost $1,000 a month. Yeah. Well, I suppose if I live, well, I don't know. My mom's been dead since I was 15 years old. But I can imagine a 900 square foot apartment with my mom would feel crowded. Although I would love the opportunity to be crowded in a 900 square foot place with my mom if I ever had the chance. They have 2-bedroom apartments in my complex, not in my building. The place I moved from, the other section, they have 2 bedrooms over there. But these are only 1 bedrooms over here. And those are like, I'm wanting to say about $900 a month. They're about $900 a month. Looks like I froze up there. They're about $900, a little more than $900 a month. So, yeah, can't do that. Now, me and Patty talked about sharing a space, but she drinks, and that would drive me crazy. And who's going to give up their furniture? I don't want to give up mine. She don't want to give up hers. We both have come to a place to where we're happy, set in our ways with our stuff, the way it is. And so, we'd be great, like closer neighbors, like somebody suggested, but not living together. No. If I croak, what am I going to do? I couldn't pay the rent. Or if she croaked, I couldn't pay the rent. If I croaked, she couldn't pay the rent. And then we'd be out on the street again. So, best just try to manage through the best we can. So, but we have talked about it. We talked about it. No. So, anyway, okay, wow, 38 minutes. All right, well, that's all. I live like the Golden Girls, share common expense. Well, that'd be great if we had a Golden Girls house. That house was a big house, right? But, yeah, we'd need like 2 extra people. I can't imagine. Oh, Tiffany, I don't want a roommate. I love you. I don't want a roommate. Austin's my roommate. I want to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, as I want to do it. If I don't want to do the dishes until I get up in the morning, they're in the sink overnight. Nobody bitching, nobody griping. That's another reason why, I'm good with no else's expectations placed upon me anymore. I gave until I gave out, and I'm done with relationships and roommates and stuff like that. So, anyway, thanks for listening. I'm really hoping this mold thing, I don't know. What should I do? I don't know. I need to pull that stuff off my bed and bring it back in here. But now, I got to do all my clothes again. So I got to buy all that laundry crap again. But I got paid today. So, I guess that'll work out. But anyway, thanks, y'all. Love y'all. If you want to help a girl out, there's a couple ways to do that below. And take care and know that I love every one of you. And thanks for letting me vent about my mold. Love you. Bye.